almost 3 weeks have passed since the tragedy in Japan has struck, leaving thousands without power and of course water. Many lives were lost though, but there were also more lives that were devastated in this tragedy, in this earthquake / tsunami tragedy. And I just felt I was very shocked to see that happen. Anyway, if Cartoon Network could at least done the right thing, but apparently they won't, since Cartoon Network doesn't air any great animes anymore. They only air some of the cheap ones like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, along with Pokemon Black and White, including the imported animes like Beyblade Metal Fusion and Bakugan Battle Brawlers. The only times you only get to see anime is on Saturday nights though. On Cartoon Network's Adult Swim, shows like you'll be seeing on Adult Swim are Bleach, Ghost in the Shell, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Big O, Cowboy Bebop, Kakaishi, even Inuyasha. Anyway, this isn't what that's not what I'm going to explain about. I'm going to explain about that. For those of you who love Sym-Bionic Titan, good news and bad news. Good news, well, not really much of a good news, but good news is the show has been moved to Saturday mornings at 9:30 a.m., 8:30 Central, depending on the time zone where you live. The bad news is that the show will be ending in cancellation on April the 9th on account of the show has lacked merchandises, so which prompted Cartoon Network to cancel Sym-Bionic Titan. If you didn't get a chance to see the episode on Saturday, well, you might as well have to wait till they show reruns again, because April the 9th will be the last day they'll be airing a new episode. Not to worry, there will always be reruns. Anyway, because the show lacked merchandise materials, the show will not, Sym-Bionic Titan will not be renewed for another season. The show only has like 20 episodes. I mean, I don't know. Oh, and also the creator of Sym-Bionic Titan, Genndy Tartakovsky, I think he left Cartoon Network and moved to Sony Pictures Animation. Sym-Bionic Titan is one of Genndy Tartakovsky's very last masterpieces to be created and aired on Cartoon Network. And thus, because of Cartoon Network's cancellation, well, yeah. Anyway, it's just too bad the show. I was about to say, the show, it was great while it lasted though. So, yeah. So I'm just hoping someday they'll release Sym-Bionic Titan series on DVD. Hopefully. And there's another thing I'm also going to talk about. NickToons channel corruption. Have you noticed that they're showing more teen live action on NickToons channel? First they started to air The Troop along with Big Time Rush. Now second they've started airing Drake and Josh and Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. What's next? They're gonna air iCarly, Victorious, and more of that crap. Apparently, NickToons channel is starting to become the clone of the bad improved Nickelodeon channel. And along with Disney. I mean, what in the hell is going on? NickToons channel, as I mentioned before, is supposed to be the channel that's dedicated for great Nicktoons, like the classic ones. I mean, if there was a Nick Rewind channel, we would have had the classics on there. But since Viacom has no money, there is no chance, there is no way they'll be adding Nick Rewind channel in the future. Nothing, idiots. But anyway, sorry, I'm just a little upset. NickToons channel it's corrupted. They're supposed, why in the hell they're showing team related crap on NickToons channel? This is just like what happened on Boomerang. They started airing Cartoon Network's Hole in the Wall. I meant to say Asshole in the Wall on Boomerang since October. However, the good news is that the show there's a chance the show could be taken off from Boomerang sooner or later. We don't know when, we don't know where, but I'll just have to wait and see. And also, Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards will be airing on Nickelodeon on Saturday. Apparently the day right before WWE WrestleMania 25 will be available on Sunday. However, you have to order it on pay-per-view in order to watch it. This is kind of unusual though. Kids' Choice Awards usually starts on the day before WrestleMania. So, yeah. But that's not what I'm talking about. There's also some things I also want to explain. Do you all remember watching Kenan and Kel on Nickelodeon? Well, the only thing that kind of shocked me is that the show has never been released on DVD. Nor does, including all that. Kenan and Kel was my favorite, man. Seriously, that show was my favorite. It's one of the most hilarious shows that greatly surpasses Drake and Josh. No offense to you fans though. No offense to the show. Just that Kenan and Kel is much more hilarious. Why in the hell they didn't release Kenan and Kel on DVD? Is Nickelodeon racist or something? No offense though. Anyway, there's also some shows that should have been released on DVD. Sure, we got some of the classic NickToons released on DVD. Even though some shows were released on VHS, that was back in the day, back in the early 2000s and some in the mid or late 90s. But yeah. And also one last thing. There's a president who runs Nickelodeon. I keep forgetting what's her name. I didn't get a chance to do a little research on her. But I'll do a research on the Nickelodeon's president of Nickelodeon later on, if I have time though. Oh, and also Stuart Snyder, as always, is even fucked up CN even more. As always. And some of you haven't noticed, Cartoon Network's Hole in the Wall and Dude, What Will Happen has been renewed for another season. So, look, I don't give a damn about it. So, yeah. Oh, and the best of all, the great news is that Looney Tunes is back on the air. We don't know for sure. We don't know how long will Cartoon Network air Looney Tunes. But anyway, I meant to say, we don't know how long Cartoon Network will keep Looney Tunes on the air though. Although in 2 months, they'll be airing a new series called The Looney Tunes Show, which is basically a spin-off from the classic Looney Tunes cartoons. Now do not confuse the 2002 series with the modern one from 2011. Do not confuse the two, people. don't confuse the two. Don't confuse the two, okay? Just don't confuse them, all right? Because they're basically different though, and I think the plot for the Looney Tunes show of 2011 will be pretty much different though, as Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck live in suburban areas and some sort of, and also what else? Sorry, I haven't got it. I didn't really have a lot to say that much though. I think, you know what? I think I'm just gonna stop here though. So I don't really have a lot to say. So alright, thank you for watching, rate and comment. If there are some things I missed, just let me know. Peace and people, pray for Japan.